of all, thanks for coming along. We're going to be discussing our idea for our music video production, but we're going to start by introducing ourselves. I'm Sam Buckley. I'll be serving as the director and executive producer of this project.
I'm Aidan Barber, and I'll be serving as the producer of this project.
And I'm Phoebe Nichols, and I'm the casting director.
And I'm Singin Zhao, and I'm the art director.
And together we are Inspiration Media. Now each of us are going to be covering different aspects of the production, although I'd like to point out that these plans and documents are still in the pre-production process, so they are likely subject to change throughout. So let's start off with the concept. The first thing we did was to look over each of us ideas from our individual planning, and due to my artistic skills, my team immediately went for my storyboard idea, which was for the song Salty Seas, an alternative rock song by the band Derricks from the 90s, and it's a song that we all decided to go with our project. Now, to you, you're probably thinking the most appropriate location to film this would be at the beach. But there are three reasons why this will not work for our project. First of all, it's obviously too far away to travel. It's slightly too crowded to film, so it'd be like a complete waste of time just to travel all the way over there and find some inconveniences. But most importantly, is that the original music video was already set on the beach, and for our project, we want to take it a different direction from the original. So, where did that leave us? Well, if we just ignore the title and go back to the locations later, because there's more to this music that we can use to determine what kind of music video we're after. And we decided to focus on two subjects, and that is the music style and the use of lyrics. Combined the two, we'd be doing lyrical interpretation. And to demonstrate what I mean, let's have a listen to 15 seconds of the track and pick out some key lines from the lyrics. So straight away, based on the theme of the music and the use of terms such as cry and tears, we're kind of looking at an emotional theme. And to us, music videos should not just be like for the sake of entertainment with random footage and so on. We feel like that it should like tell some kind of a story, let the lyrics some kind of explain a narrative to it. So the theme that we'd be going for is to be kept it realistic and narrative. Now with only these two styles, it'd be so simple and doable for us to achieve, but we didn't want to make it too simple. Of course we'd be adding like colour filters in post-production to give it some visual enhancements, but we'd also be using like black and white, because we'd also have like flashbacks into it as like a background story to like explain more of what is happening. But we wanted to get more creative with a selective colour. It's when an image is like, most of it is in black and white, but a single image or a person object is in full colour, such as this, or this, for example. Now we'll get to more of the story in a minute, because let me just picture like a scene of what we're hoping to do. Like, there's a man and a woman running through the woods, and then the same girl is standing someplace else in the same scene, someplace else, but in full colour. Now, using this effect would like not only separate the flashback from reality, it would show like it's her vision, so we can see what she's seeing at that moment, so we have like an understanding of how she's feeling. And those flashbacks would also be filmed in slow motion, which would add some additional sad and anxious aura to it. Now, to talk about more than narrative, I would like now to hand over to Zing to talk you through it.
Okay, I'm going to talk to you about the storyboard of this music video. The narrative of this music video is about a boy and a girl in a relationship. They can either be a family or friend. Originally, the storyboard is produced by Sam, but because he only finished half of the music video storyboard, so I took over to do the other half. The narrative of this music video is going to be start from the conversation. So when they talk, in the beginning they're going to talk very friendly and happy, but suddenly the boy will say something that is that makes the girl very angry. So the girl asks him to leave, but he tried to explain, but the girl just don't want to listen, run. But the boy's so just gone. And next, we're gonna change the camera shot. So in this music video, we're gonna use still camera movement, so it's gonna be the scene of this music video will mostly about still camera movement, and we're gonna use extreme close-up to capture some very detailed scenes like the tears from the eyes. We also will use close-up at mid-shots to capture facial expression and some body movement of the person and or the character. We will use long shot to capture the location to tell the audience which part they are in, and with the eye level of this, the camera angle of this music video will be mostly eye level. So, but we also will use some low angle or high angle viewpoint to show the audience the character is vulnerable. And back the examples. This is one of the examples we choose to do in the music video. So this one is going to be like the girl is watching her flashback. In the middle, the girl will be in color, so it's like representing she is in present, but the surrounding will be black and white to tell the audience that it's more like the past of the girls. And the next will be introduced by Aidan for the schedule.
Thanks, Sin. So basically we asked ourselves what would be the most efficient way of completing the pre-production section of this project, and we thought the best way to do that would be if all 4 members of the group contributed to completing all 7 sections of the pre-production document, and it allowed us to complete the entire pre-production section within 3 weeks and to great effect. And up there you can see that allows us to go on to the filming aspect of the production. We gave ourselves 3 weeks in order to film the music video, and it also goes across the Easter holidays, in which none of us have any other commitments, so it allows us to put our full input into the music video. We'll also give ourselves a sufficient enough amount of time in order to test and review the video in order to ensure that it meets our high standards, as well as providing ourselves with enough contingency time in order to reshoot some shots that may not be up to par. Now on to the location scouting. As Sam said, due to the song's title, it seems logical to shoot it on a beach. So like Sam did, I went back to the lyrics and scenes of falling leaves and sadness. So I felt the best way to shoot the music video would be in a park. The first location I've decided upon was Queen's Park. Now this location would be very accessible since it's only approximately 10 minutes away from college, so we would be able to film this relatively quickly, and we'd also be able to visit this location regularly. The second location we intend to film is Bradgate Park. Now this one would be not as accessible since it's approximately a 30-minute bus journey, and it would have a large amount of travel costs. However, it provides a large amount of picturesque views and would relate to a number of themes within the song. And also Loughborough Town, it would also be very accessible like with Queen's Park. However, it wouldn't be very viable to film since it's largely crowded, a large amount of the time, and it would be difficult to film sometimes. And now I'd like to pass you on to Phoebe, who will explain the pre-production documents.
Hi, the pre-production documents that I wanted to talk about were the 2 permission letters that I sent out. As you can see, the letter was to ask permission to use the song that we wanted to use to avoid any copyright issues, and the other letter was to Charlotte Borough Council so that we can use Loughborough Park at a time when it's less populated. I also came up with some videos that influenced our music video. And I chose these 3 particular music videos because they used the same emotions and the same sadness and the same type of colours that we wanted to use in our music video. And I'd like to hand you back over to Sam.
Thank you. So far that was our plan for our music video, but there's still one important question to this, and that is simply, why? Why choose this track out of all others? To you, it might not be your particularly favourite kind of genre, it's not a band you're unfamiliar with, but that is kind of the point here, really, because there are two reasons why the song was chosen. Because first of all, in comparison to other music, even today's hits, Salty Seas is a bit more obscure. It's not as popular as any of these. So we thought that turning it into a music video, or at least our version of it, could generate more awareness. And that brings us on to our second reason, because rather conveniently, this year marks 2 milestone anniversaries: the 10th anniversary of the song and the 20th anniversary of the band Devix. So it could also act as like a tribute to celebrate that genre, because it was widely popular in this time in the 80s and 90s, which is why we are convinced that this would make an ideal project for a music video. So now all that's left is any questions from our clients.
Thank you very much.